She calls herself a health coach and an award-winning charity founder.
I present Dr. Maria Power.
But there's nothing healthy about the widespread scam police allege Maria Power was running.
She made admissions to having issued approximately 600 certificates, exemption certificates.
Counterfeit documents to excuse clients from mask wearing, COVID tests and vaccines.
The lady was charging up to $150 per certificate.
A few weeks ago, probably about 4 weeks ago, someone contacted me on my Instagram account that a friend of theirs had reached out to them to say that they were going to contact this woman that they'd found, and she was providing vaccine exemptions.
Melbourne writer and vaccine advocate Clementine Ford notified police. Today, our crews caught up with the 45-year-old at the Labrador home where she was arrested yesterday.
Do you have anything to say about the charges police have laid against you?
Yeah, so I'm going to court.
While Power holds a PhD, it isn't a medical qualification. 7 News understands Power's clients include a serving Queensland police officer, Queensland health staff and Victorian CFMEU members.
If they have obtained those documents under false pretences, knowing that she is not authorised to issue them, and then they have used those documents to their benefit, then they can leave themselves open to prosecution.
The matter will go before a court on the 28th. This is the first charge of its kind laid in Queensland. At this stage, Ms Power is facing 5 separate charges of taking a title indicating a person is a health practitioner. However, police are expecting further charges to be laid as they continue to investigate the alleged elaborate scam, including potentially against those 600 clients, some of whom may have used those fake exemptions for fraudulent purposes.
Thank you, Jordan. Queensland has recorded no new COVID cases for a 9th consecutive day. But far from a winning streak, it's causing us to become complacent. Vaccination rates are dwindling across the state.
Across the state, the heat is on.
I came to get my vaccine today because I don't want to fall sick. I have children.
A Cairns employment centre turned vaccine hub to get migrant communities immunised.
I didn't go to the first one because I didn't have friends to go with me.
It's a place that they trust and feel supported.
The push to get the far north jabbed before wet season hits.
Roads will be cut and communities may be isolated. By then, it will be too late.
But demand is drying up. While Queensland's vaccination rates have steadily increased since June, there's now concern the numbers are falling back to mid-August levels. Yesterday, just over 17,000 Queenslanders got the jab. Caloundra's hub empty today.
The sooner we get to that 80% double vaccinated, the earlier we can open this state up.
Brisbane's too. The convention centre was doing up to 7,000 jabs a day. Yesterday, just 1,500 people came through. Ramsay Health staff told due to a lack of bookings, there are no shifts this week. And this could be why.
We have no new cases of COVID and today is a double donut day.
Queenslanders becoming complacent. Our double dose rate stagnating at 54%. While GPs have voiced fears thousands of Pfizer doses could be headed for the bin, the vaccine is now being fast-tracked for TGA approval in children aged 5 to 12.
It's coming at an earlier time than we had previously expected.
Even Greg Hunt now acknowledges they need a plan for the children.
And despite reports, AstraZeneca says it will continue to produce the vaccine in Melbourne into 2022. Supply no longer to blame. Samantha Heathwood, 7 News.
Pressure is mounting on the Premier to set a date to reopen the state's borders. Tourism heavyweights and Australia's peak medical body today joined the chorus of Queenslanders calling for a timeframe.
Kelly Trichet's salon chatter just isn't the same in Coolangatta anymore.
It's taken its mental strain on everyone, the staff, myself, clients. We hear a lot about border and COVID all day.
She's now working every day to keep her business afloat.
To make up for the fact that 85% of our clientele live in Tweed Heads.
When they'll be allowed back is anyone's guess.
Every day it changes, so every day is a new announcement, so it's hard to keep up sometimes.
Tourism and hotel heavyweights continue to weigh in on the shifting target.
We understand it is tricky to make these announcements from a government point of view, but we need a sequence of events that takes us out of this current situation.
There's incredible frustration across the industry, and that frustration is born out of this continuing to go on without any clarity.
Clarity demanded by the Australian Medical Association.
We can't be a hermit kingdom. We need to open up, and we're asking the government to give us the date.
The state government announced an $8 million tourism campaign today to help lift the struggling industry, but border businesses say it offers little comfort.
I mean, that's great, but just open the border.
Until then,
we're just trying to wait for the light at the end of the tunnel and hope that maybe I get to see my mum on Christmas Day.
Joshua Bridge, 7 News.
And a little later in the bulletin, the push for Queenslanders to holiday at home. The new cut price experiences for families to snap up. That story soon on 7 News.
Now to some breaking news, and we can confirm little Lenny Silvera is currently on a plane on his way back to the Sunshine Coast. His story touched hearts across the nation, and tonight he's much closer to being able to recover from brain surgery at home.
Boarding a plane in Sydney, little Lenny finally on his journey home. Happiness and relief for father and son.
Yeah, he was excited, and yeah, since then we have been packing toys and bags and things.
The family stuck in bureaucratic limbo after an overseas medical mission until this exemption was granted the day after 7 News reported their story.
The feeling of happiness and relief, and just feeling that